Hi, Thomas here with some tone tips for the Kemper Profiler. In this video I want to show you my procedure when I'm testing the quality of an amp profile. Of course, every guitar player has his own taste of tone and his own preferences for guitar sounds. Testing and choosing a good profile for your purpose. This is basically similar to the process of testing and choosing a real guitar amp. First of all, the profile should clearly and distinctively reproduce the different sounds of the pickups on the guitar. Then, the tonal differences from the position where I hit the strings with the right hand should also be clearly audible. These two things are basics that almost every profile, amp plugin or modeling amp can deliver. But now we come to the details where the good ones separate from the less good ones. I call it the three-finger test. When I play the strings with my fingers, then I create completely different sounds when I'm using the thumb, the index finger or the middle finger. With a good profile, you will hear the difference. Now the next step, the sound with the pick. You should hear the difference between playing with the fingers or playing with the pick. A warm tone with the fingers and a more crisp sound with the pick. The next part is a bit more difficult. I'm testing the sound between different picks. I have a Dunlop Nylon 88 and the other one is a Gibson Pearloid Heavy pick. I'm starting with the Dunlop. Yes, you hear the difference. The Gibson pick sounds a bit warmer than the Dunlop pick. And if I want to get a fat and warm tone, I play with the round side of the pick. All these things, playing with the fingers, playing with the pick, the sound of different picks and picking positions, should be audible in all details with a good profile, whether it's clean or distorted. The way you hit the strings with the right hand is the main part of creating your own guitar tone, and if an amp profile doesn't deliver all these tonal differences, then we are limited in our tonal expression, and this should not be. Next we will get to the details on profiles with overdrive and distorted amp sounds. It's really important that I can control the amount of distortion with the volume knob on the guitar. When I have a mid-gain sound, the tone should clear up when I roll off the volume on the guitar. The next step when I'm testing a mid-gain profile are the picking dynamics. I like to control the amount of distortion by the attack of the strings with my right hand. If I hit the strings hard, you should hear a well-distorted sound. If I just hit them lightly with my fingers, then the distortion should go back accordingly. When I'm playing with high gain sounds, it's important for me that the distorted tone definitely sounds transparent. That means that when I play a chord, that the notes of the individual strings are clearly audible. A major chord with 6 strings should sound like a major chord. And in the best case, you can play even so-called jazz chords like minor 7/9 or major 7 with a high amount of distortion. Another typical test that I do with high gain sounds is playing an E major chord and then each string one at a time, starting with a high E string. Every single note should be audible. That's all for now about testing amp profiles. I hope I could give you some new advices to get a better guitar sound. Now, when you found the perfect amp profile, you might need to do some fine-tuning to match the profile to your instrument and playing style. In the next video, I will provide some tips on how to tweak profiles with some parameters in the amp menu.